Hello everyone, welcome back. My name is Shyla Maharaj. I'm a money and mindset coach. I try to make money and finance easy for beginners to understand. And today I'm going to be talking about cryptocurrency just because Bitcoin is on another run again, and I had a few requests to make a video about my understanding of cryptocurrency. So today I'm going to be talking about what my understanding of cryptocurrency is, then what I'm holding, and then what my strategy is for the long term for investing. So as always, this is not financial advice. This is just me taking interest in the market and me reiterating what I've learned from being in the market and from learning from other gurus and experts on cryptocurrency. So again, not financial advice. So cryptocurrency is pretty new. It's basically digital currency. It's for peer-to-peer use, and Bitcoin was released in 2009. So we've only had cryptocurrency for about 13 years, and because of that, it's not like a lot of other markets of investing, like real estate and the stock market, where we've had like hundreds of years of history on it. Because cryptocurrency is so new, it's really hard to really understand the market. But based on what we know, I'll kind of talk about what we know based on the last 13 years of history. As I always say, no one can predict the future, so this is basically speculation based on like current events and things that might influence the market. All right, so this is a chart of Bitcoin from 2013. So basically what happens with crypto is every 4 years it cycles. So usually there is a bull run that lasts like a few months, and then it reaches all-time highs, and then there's a bear market. So this is like where the first bull run was. Well, one of the earlier bull runs. We don't have before this, but there was a bull run in 2013. It went up to all-time highs of $1,100. And then you see there was this bear market for like 4 years-ish until 2017. Then we had another bull run, hit all-time highs at 13,000. And then we had this bear market again for about 3-4 years. But this one was a lot more active than this one because more people were getting into cryptocurrency around the time. And then again, earlier this year in early 2021, we had the big spike, hit all-time highs again. And then there was a crash, and now, we're coming back up again. So the point is, historically, over the last 13 years, Bitcoin and most cryptocurrencies have been pretty cyclical. So every 4 years they cycle, they go on a run, and then there's a bear market, and then they go on a run again. But as cryptocurrency gets more popular, that might change. And also it'll kind of be cyclical like this until the main coins have stabilized. And this will happen once all the supply has been bought and it's out in circulation. Once this happens, then it'll be more like the dollar, where like the US dollar, Canadian dollar, where it doesn't fluctuate as much as like this. The volatility will go away once most of it's been bought up. So usually all the other coins, they follow Bitcoin. So Bitcoin kind of takes the lead on it. It was the first one. And then Ethereum follows it pretty closely. So usually after Bitcoin spikes, then followed by Ethereum. Then, the other like larger cap coins follow just behind Ethereum. And then after that, then the mid cap coins kind of follow it. This is like, from Dogecoin down to like the top, up to top 50. And then anything after 50, let's see, anything after, so anything below the 50th, anything that's not in the top 50 is considered like low cap or altcoins. So these are the last to follow. So this is like where Rocket would be, and like all those other things, like they're usually down in the altcoin area. So, but the other thing is that there are about 6,000 to 6,500 coins out there. And after the bull run, about 90% of them will disappear, or they'll go to be worth zero. So if you are going to be trying to make money with the altcoins and stuff, you got to be really careful. Just, sell when you can, try to make your money right away, because they probably won't be around for much longer. That's why I stick to the top 20. I only have coins that are in the top. My most alternative coin is Dogecoin. It's not doing great right now, but I think it'll do okay. Plus, I already made my money with Dogecoin. I actually bought it in January when it was 7 cents, and then I sold it just before SNL when it was 80 cents. So I sold most of it. I just have a few hundred coins left. And so just like the market is volatile, it's also fragile. So when things happen that are related to the cryptocurrency market, it affects it really easily. So China, they've banned Bitcoin twice, and that's made Bitcoin crash twice. And Elon Musk going on SNL saying that Doge is a hustle, that crash. That's why we have this crash here in May, is because Elon went on SNL and was oh yeah, Doge is a hustle, and it crashed, and the rest of the market crashed. So because of that, the market is extremely fragile, which can work in our benefit if we're investing smart. Use those crashes to pick up more at a discounted price. Now, the reason it's recommended to have cryptocurrency is because it's kind of like gold. So if the economy crashed and we stopped using US and Canadian dollars, or we stopped using fiat currency, we would resort back to using gold and silver and trading gold and silver. So if we have cryptocurrency, this should also retain value as well. So that's why it's recommended to have some. All right, so I said I would show you what I was holding. So I hold crypto in 3 different places. The first one is Coinbase. This was the very first wallet I ever had. And I first bought Bitcoin and Ethereum in 2017, just before that bull run. So that was kind of cool. I only put in a few $100s, and right away it was 4 times the value. So that was pretty cool. And since then I've expanded a little bit, but I'll just show you what I'm holding in Coinbase. So I have Bitcoin, Ethereum, Chainlink, Cardano, and Litecoin. So I don't really use Coinbase that much anymore, and that's because the fees are pretty high in compared to another wallet that I have. So, this is just kind of left over from when I first kind of got into cryptocurrency. Next is NDAX. So this is the second wallet that I opened, and this is because there's way more options here, and fees are really low to buy here. So my biggest holdings here are Ethereum, Bitcoin, Cardano, Polkadot, Ripple, Chainlink. I have some Canadian dollars if I need to buy more. Dogecoin, Stellar. I have a little bit of Graph, a little bit of Uniswap, a little bit of Litecoin. So very, very little amount. And lastly, I have some in Wealthsimple Trade, and this isn't real crypto. It's basically you can just buy it on the app, but it's not you don't buy the coins, you just buy the value of the crypto, and then essentially you're supposed to sell it, and you basically just make money on trading it. But it's not actual coins. There's no wallet, and there's no address that you can send crypto to. So it's basically just an investment. It's not real currency. And again, fees are high here, but I already had the app, and I have investments in this app already. So I just thought it'd be easy just to kind of trade some in here for fun. But yeah, fees are high, so it's not recommended, but I just do it because it's easy and it's instant. And usually money gets put into this account really easy, whereas NDAX takes a few hours for money to come into the account. So I have Ava, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Mana, Sushi, and Uniswap. So overall, I'd say I'm up almost 300% at least. And I've only really started to put in money since about a year and a half ago. So yeah, I've 3-4 times my investments in the last year and a half. If you want to join any of these platforms, Coinbase, NDAX, or Wealthsimple, I'll leave the links below. And if you use my referral links, you usually get a bonus. Usually it's $10 or $25. Sometimes it's a free stock. So I'll leave the links below if you want to use any of them. So as for strategy, I basically just buy a lot when we're in a bear market and then buy more when we're in a bull market and there's dips. Basically, if you're looking at a chart, right? In times like here and even here, this is where you want to stack your coins before we take off on a bull run. And this is just based on, history, right? Like we don't know what's going to happen in the future, but what we can learn from the past is that after a bull run, the coin hits all-time highs and then it comes down and then, we're in a bit of a bear market. So usually I try to stack all my coins here, buy as much as I can. And then once it takes off, I sell off as we're going up and up and up. And when we hit all-time highs, I obviously keep some money in, but I sell. And then as it crashes again, I buy again. And usually I don't recommend, like when it comes to stocks and stuff, I don't recommend trying to buy low, sell high. But with crypto, because it's so much more volatile and there has been a pattern in the past, it's a little bit different than investing in the stock market. Another thing I would say is to not buy at the all-time highs, because usually it comes down after that. Like there's usually a pullback once we hit a new target, then there's a little bit of a pullback. So like I wouldn't recommend buying right now as we're on a bull run. But as it comes down a little bit, that would be the time. The thing is, the bear markets are a pretty long time. Bitcoin will be kind of stable or sitting around like a certain price for like a few months. And that is the time when there's not a lot of movement. That's usually the time to buy. And then that like bull run will be coming. And then when the bull run comes, you can, hold through or decide when you want to sell. Like I said, I usually sell off a little bit at a time, not much. I keep most of it, but I do take a little bit of profit as it goes up. And then when it's at all-time highs, I make sure to keep some in just in case it goes up even more. Again, we don't know, we can't predict anything. No one can predict the future. So I just make sure that I'm taking profits while still keeping an investment in so that if it does go up, I get the gains from that too. The thing I'll repeat, I've said it already, is if you're going to play with the altcoins and stuff, they probably won't be around for much longer or be valuable at least for much longer. So if you're going to play with them, try to make your trades pretty quickly and don't hold them for the long term. Last thing I will say is the time to actually make money on cryptocurrency is before the coins stabilize, because then there won't be a lot of change in value. But while we're still building to that, now is the time to kind of like collect your coins and build up your portfolio, because once everything's stabilized, then there won't be much room for growth. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks so much for watching. If you like this, give me a like, subscribe, give me a comment, whatever you want. Get engagement always is good. I like to hear what you guys thought. So yeah, feel free to leave a comment with some feedback. Let me know what you want more videos on. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video.